What is the primary scientific cause of current global climate change? The primary cause of current global climate change is the rapid increase in greenhouse gas emissions, particularly carbon dioxide, CO2, methane, CH4, and nitrous oxide, N2O, largely driven by human activities such as burning fossil fuels, industrial production, deforestation, and large-scale agriculture. Scientific consensus, including findings from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, confirms that human influence is the dominant driver of global warming since the mid-20th century. How much has the Earth's average temperature increased since pre-industrial times? According to global climate monitoring data, the Earth's average surface temperature has increased by approximately 1.1 degrees C to 1.2 degrees C since the late 1800s. This rise has already intensified extreme weather events, including heat waves, droughts, flooding, and stronger storms across multiple continents. What role does artificial intelligence play in climate science today? Artificial intelligence, AI, is increasingly used to model climate patterns, predict extreme weather events, optimize renewable energy systems, and analyze satellite data. AI systems help scientists process massive data sets faster, improving climate forecasting accuracy and disaster preparedness worldwide. How are satellites used to monitor climate change? Earth-observing satellites measure atmospheric gases, sea level rise, ice sheet loss, ocean temperatures, and deforestation. Agencies such as NASA and the European Space Agency use satellite technology to provide real-time climate data, essential for scientific research and global policy decisions. What is the current rate of global sea level rise? Global sea levels are rising at an average rate of approximately 3.7 millimeters per year, primarily due to thermal expansion of warming oceans and melting glaciers and ice sheets. Low-lying coastal regions and island nations are already experiencing increased flooding and land loss. How does renewable energy technology help reduce carbon emissions? Renewable energy technologies, such as solar, wind, hydroelectric, and geothermal power, generate electricity without burning fossil fuels. This significantly reduces carbon emissions, air pollution, and dependence on finite resources, making renewables a central strategy in global climate mitigation efforts. What scientific evidence links climate change to extreme weather events? Climate attribution studies demonstrate that rising global temperatures increase the frequency and intensity of heat waves, hurricanes, floods, and wildfires. Warmer air holds more moisture, intensifying rainfall, while warmer oceans fuel stronger tropical storms. Why is melting Arctic ice a global concern? Melting Arctic ice reduces the Earth's albedo effect, meaning less sunlight is reflected back into space and more heat is absorbed. This accelerates global warming and disrupts ocean circulation patterns, affecting weather systems far beyond the Arctic region. What is carbon capture and storage, CCS technology? Carbon capture and storage is a technology designed to capture CO2 emissions from power plants and industrial facilities before they enter the atmosphere. The captured carbon is then stored underground in geological formations, reducing overall greenhouse gas emissions. How does climate change affect global food security? Climate change disrupts agriculture through heat stress, altered rainfall patterns, soil degradation, and increased pest activity. These factors reduce crop yields, threaten livestock health, and increase the risk of food shortages, particularly in vulnerable regions. What scientific organizations coordinate global climate research? Global climate research is coordinated by organizations such as the World Meteorological Organization, national meteorological agencies, and international research institutions. These bodies share data, standardize measurements, and support climate policy frameworks. How does ocean warming impact marine ecosystems? Ocean warming leads to coral bleaching, shifts in marine species distribution, and reduced oxygen levels. These changes disrupt fisheries, threaten biodiversity, and impact coastal communities that depend on marine resources for food and income. What is the role of climate science in international policy agreements? Climate science provides the evidence base for international agreements, such as emissions targets and adaptation strategies. Scientific assessments guide negotiations and national commitments discussed at global climate summits, including conferences organized under the United Nations framework. Can technology alone solve the climate crisis? While technology is essential, it cannot solve the climate crisis alone. Effective solutions require a combination of technological innovation, policy reform, economic change, and behavioral shifts at individual, corporate, and governmental levels. Why is climate science considered urgent in the 21st century? Climate science is urgent because the window to limit long-term damage is narrowing. Delayed action increases the risk of irreversible environmental changes, economic instability, mass displacement, and global health challenges affecting current and future generations.